All right, guys, today. Oh, I am excited. Today is going to be a overview of Vue and Laravel Sanctum. We are about to come out with tutorials on those two. I'm psyched. So for starters, I'm sure you guys have noticed I have not posted very much in this last week outside of these tech rides. That is because I have been working on a package I believe you guys are going to love. It is called vuejs-form. You can use npm to install it. It's npm install vuejs-form. It's cool as heck. It's tested coverage, everything with it. And so what actually happened was I was doing Laravel Sanctum. I was setting up for tutorial series, and I honestly was planning on having that out about a week ago. And I learned all the stuff, I did all the things, and I was ready to get that thing out. And then I was just doing a final test run, and then I went down a rabbit hole. So for those of you that aren't familiar with Sanctum, what it is it's a SPA, single page application authentication, using Laravel's the API backend and Vue, or whatever SPA or JavaScript you want to use as the front end. And so while I was doing that, I was just kind of getting frustrated setting up the form. You know, I've done it a million times. I was a little bored doing it. I don't want to do it. And so I went down the rabbit hole. I did it. I rabbit holed, guys. I dove down deep, and I set up an entire repository on a very, very unbiased form. So to give you an idea, this is not like your traditional Vue forms at all. You know, normally when you install a Vue package, it's component based. It's dependent on being within Vue. So it's called vuejs-form. It actually has 0 non-dev dependencies. And what that means is it is completely agnostic. It is not biased at all. You can use it outside of Vue. And it is purely data oriented. It's just a wrapper around your input data. So you can do like form.check, form.has, form.hasAny, form.empty, form.all, form.wrap, form.forget. Like, it's some just simple methods. Oh, and it's got nested wildcards. So you can do form.input, and then you can do family.wildcard, star.name, and it will return all the names from all of the nested objects. So if you have like family dad name, family sister name, family mom name, and you do family wildcard name, it will return you an array of those names from all of the objects. It's pretty cool stuff. And it's got full test coverage. The docs are set up phenomenally. I spent a lot of time in getting that set up, and there's another really cool package out there. It's called collect.js, and it's very well documented. And I actually use that as the template for the repository setup. And so it has, like the test coverage is set up, the README is set up. If you guys haven't checked out collect.js, it is literally Laravel collections for JavaScript. And so a lot of the motivation behind this was I was messing with forms, and then I saw that. I was like, okay, why not just start slowly making Laravel stuff on the front end? And so that's what we did. So in this next 3 to 5 days, we're going to definitely be getting that tutorial out on Vue.js forms. They're phenomenal. I really am really excited about that. And then we are going to get back to, or not back to, I guess I'm going to personally get back to Laravel Sanctum. And we're actually going to use the Vue.js form for its own tutorial. And it's super easy to install. So the npm install require it, and then you just create the form by doing a method and passing in an object. Like, it's stupid easy, and it's stupid helpful. And it uses a JS proxy. It's nice. I think you guys are gonna love it. But then, and if you guys want to check that out, by the way, vuejs-form, you guys are going to love it. But then after that, if you guys use Vue or React or anything like that, it works for all of those. It's called vuejs-form. It works for vanilla JS. It works for React, Vue. Like it's just very unbiased. It just works, and so that's awesome. But then once we do that tutorial, the next tutorial after that is we're going to do Laravel Sanctum, and with Laravel Sanctum, we are actually going to set up a spa, a single page application on the front end, and then we're going to set up Laravel using Sanctum, and we are going to have the login form on the front end, and it's going to hit the Laravel API to log in the user and then log them in, and it's going to be a single page application. We'll use that form, and it's going to be just a spa Laravel setup. I'm pretty sure it's going to be one decently long tutorial, but not overly long. But it's not going to be a whole, it's not going to be the Slim 4 auth series, right? Like that one was long. This one, I think we're going to be able to get into 1:30-minute to 1 hour lesson for Laravel Sanctum, and maybe even quicker than that. Sanctum's pretty cool, guys. It's pretty quick and fast. So yeah, guys, that is the update. Again, if you guys want to check out the vuejs-form on NPM, that is vuejs-form, and I think you guys, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. If you guys use JavaScript and you're not purely the backend Laravel guy, this thing is awesome. To give you an idea, whenever you get the request object in Laravel, the controller request, it lets you do like has, any, request input, request all, request only. That's what I modeled it after. There's a few differences, but it's meant to mimic a lot of what you can do to parse the request data on the back end with the request object in Laravel. And so this just does that for the front end, but it also does some really useful things, because Vue in any reactive framework is it's reactive. So you can do like :disabled equals form.empty, and all the properties that are empty. If those properties are still empty, you can't click the button. And then once you do fill in those forms, the button itself becomes undisabled. It's enabled. You're allowed to click it. So that's what we got going, guys. That is this next week. I cannot wait to show you guys that. I've got one or two other things to do on it, and I really am excited for this. But it is up. You are able to use it, and I think you're going to love it. It is lightweight. It is zero production dependencies, and it is basically usable for anywhere, anything. JavaScript when you need a form. And reactivity just makes it a little bit better because it's reactive. And you gotta love reactivity, but other than that, it works outside of that. So guys, that is all I got for today. This is Zachary Horn, Clean Code Studio, Clean Code, Clean Life, Simplified. I'll see you guys in one of these upcoming tutorials.